a small village in the eastern region of a country in West Africa, there lived a notorious bandit named Azubuike. He was feared by the villagers for his ruthless heart of robbery and violence. With a machete always in his hand and a heart as hard as stone, Azubuike terrified the villagers, robbing them of their belongings and wreaking great havoc in the land. Despite the efforts of the village elders and the local authorities to apprehend him, Azubuike always managed to escape, disappearing into the jungle like a shadow. His name struck fear into the hearts of the villagers, who lived in constant dread of his next attack. In the darkness of night, Azubuike's reign of terror gripped the village from time to time. He would creep through the narrow passageway as his menacing silhouette cast fear into the hearts of the villagers. With speedy and ruthless competence, he would break into homes, plundering them of their precious belongings and leaving behind an impact of destruction. Families huddled together in fear as they heard the sound of his footsteps drawing near. Mothers grabbed their children tightly, praying for safety, while fathers stood guard with whatever weapon they could get. But Azubuike was cunning and elusive, always managing to slip away into the shadows before anyone could lay a hand on him. His acts of robbery were not limited to material possessions alone. Azubuike also preyed upon the livelihoods of the villagers, extorting money from local merchants and farmers under the threat of violence. Those who dared to defy him faced brutal punishment, their shops looted and their crops destroyed. The once thriving community began to waste away under the weight of Azubuike's oppression. Many considered fleeing their homes in search of safety elsewhere, but the thought of abandoning their ancestral land filled them with hopelessness. As times went on, Azubuike's grip on the village tightened with each passing moment. He revealed in the power and control he held over the terrified villagers, rejoicing in their suffering like a predator stalking its prey. As Azubuike continued his reign of terror, the village sank deeper into desolation. Families lived in constant fear, their once vibrant community now covered in darkness. Azubuike's act of robbery became more blatant and violent, leaving behind a trail of shattered lives and broken dreams. Among the villagers, there was one young girl named Ogechi, whose family had been particularly left desolate by Azubuike's actions. They had lost their home and livelihood to his wickedness. The family was forced to live on the outskirts of the village as they were left with nothing. Despite the hardship she faced, Ogechi refused to lose hope. She saw the suffering of her fellow villagers and felt a deep sense of compassion stirring within her heart. Determined to make a difference, she embarked on a journey of courage and selflessness that would change the course of their lives forever. One night, as Azubuike prowled through the village, Ogechi confronted him with unwavering action. She stood before him, her eyes filled with a mixture of fear and compassion. "Azubuike, I know the pain you carry in your heart," she said softly, her voice trembling with emotion. "But violence and stealing will never fill the empty space within you. There's goodness within you, waiting to be unleashed, Azubuike. Please let go of your anger and wickedness and embrace the light. You can decide to be a source of joy to people instead of being a source of sorrow to many. I believe you are not created for this that you are doing. Think about it. You can now kill me or do whatever you wish to me. Azubuike was taken aback by Ogechi's words. For the first time in his life, he saw himself reflected in the eyes of another, and it stirred something deep within him. He felt a flash of remorse for the pain he had caused, a spark of hope that perhaps redemption was possible. Tears welled up in Azubuike's eyes as he dropped to his knees, the weight of his crimes bearing down upon him like a heavy burden. In that moment of weakness, he found the strength to let go of his past and embrace a new life. He decided to stop being a terror, but a support. With Ogechi's guidance, Azubuike began to atone for his sins, seeking forgiveness from God and those he had wronged. He later began to offer help to those in need. He worked tirelessly to repair the damage he had caused, rebuilding homes and restoring hope to the shattered community. As the days passed, Azubuike's transformation touched the hearts of the villagers. They welcomed him back into their midst with open arms. Through his acts of kindness and compassion, he became a source of hope in a region ravaged by darkness, his redemption serving as a powerful reminder of the inbuilt goodness that lies within everyone. And so, Azubuike's redemption spread far and wide, inspiring others to seek forgiveness and embrace the light. In the end, it was not his past that defined him, but the courage and compassion he showed in choosing to change. Lesson from the story. No matter how deep someone may have sunk into darkness, there is always the possibility of redemption. Through repentance and genuine efforts to change, even the most notorious armed robber can find his or her way back to the path of righteousness. Don't give up on anyone.
Yes!
Azubuike's story challenges us to look beyond the surface and see the potential goodness and usefulness of the one we least expect. This story urges us to embrace forgiveness and empathy, to reach out to those who have lost their way, and to believe in the transformative power of love. The terrible people we refuse to reach will continue to reach us for evil.
Subscribe to my channel.